It is hard to believe that education was once so valued when it is currently not as significant in today's culture. However, in the 1800s, obtaining an education was a privilege. At one point in time, there were 212,000 one-room subscription schools in operation in the United States. Families subscribed to the schools by donating a sum of money in support for their own and the community's children. Each schoolhouse was erected to help alleviate the problem of distance. However, some children had to walk up to 1.5 miles each day they attended school. The school day went from dawn to dusk, Monday through Saturday, December through February. Each subscription school taught grades 1 through 6 in a single room. The 6 years of schooling could be completed in the minimal amount of 6 years. However, most students could not attend class every day due to the chores having to be completed on their farms and their homes. Instead, a total of 6 years to complete the schooling turned into students still attending their subscription school until they were 20 years old. In 1830, the Concord School was the last subscription school to be built in Rostraver and educated 6 to 20-year-olds. It is now a historical site by Rostraver Township Historical Society. The building is entirely homemade from materials from Rostraver except for the glass in the 8 windows. All of the wood found in the room was cut by water power at a mill on Cedar Creek. Planks were extended around 3 of the walls for students to write on while they sat on benches that had no backs. Since over 60 children attended this subscription school, additional benches were located in the middle of the room. Some of the younger children had the disadvantage of sitting on the floor all day long if no seats were available. The schoolmaster's high desk was located at the front of the room with peg supporting rods used for punishment on the wall behind. The only heat supply for the room was one fireplace in the corner. The only source of drinking water, which is from a well behind the school, was in a bucket at the front of the room. The children would share a gourd dipper to drink from the bucket. This then caused consistent massive outbreaks of measles and mumps to ravage throughout the schoolhouse. Each student had to write their daily work with a turkey feather and ink. Once they obtained a feather, the schoolmaster took out their pocket knife to make a pen out of the quill. This knife would later be known as the penknife. As well as pen and ink, the students would have also used broken pieces of soapstone for chalk and slate as chalkboard. If a student was more advanced than their fellow classmates, the schoolmaster would pull them aside and teach them additional subjects. In addition to reading, writing, and arithmetic, schoolmasters would teach advanced students subjects such as Latin, English, literature, and higher mathematics. Education has completely changed over the course of the last 2 centuries. New subjects have been added to the coursework and modifications have risen for schoolhouses. There are only around 350 subscription schools left standing, while public and private schools have taken over. Students today do not appreciate all of the amenities that their school provides. But try to imagine having to attend a single day in the last subscription school built in Rostraver Township.